This is KPFZ 88.1 FM Lakeport. We will be right back with Discover Lakeport and Beyond after a brief word from our ever so supportive underwriters.
Cal RTA protects and advocates for pensions and essential benefits of all retired and active educators. The California Retired Teachers Association, Cal RTA, provides many grants to teachers, gives scholarships to interns in the Be a Teacher program with the Lake County Office of Education, and to community college graduates aspiring to be teachers. CalRTA.org.
Lake Links provides transportation options for low-income seniors and people with disabilities. Riders may be eligible for mileage reimbursement for their drivers through Lake Links Pay Your Pal program. Volunteer drivers are needed to assist with essential trips through the new Ride Links plan. Additional information is available through lakelinks.org or by phone at 995-3330. lakelinks.org.
Take a journey to a place so dear, where the mountains meet the sky and the lakes are clear. Lakeport's calling with charm in the air, a hidden treasure so lovely and rare. With clear lakes, waters, the oldest around, a peaceful escape where serenity's found. The whispers of nature, the beauty unfolds in Lake County's heart, a story retold. Discover Lakeport and beyond, where memories flourish and hearts respond. In every moment let the joy surround, from wine tasting tours to the trails unbound. Hiking up hills under skies so blue, with every sunset you'll know it's true. Life's an adventure just waiting for you. In Lakeport, California, let's start anew.
Welcome to Discover Lakeport and Beyond, broadcasting right here in beautiful downtown Lakeport and reaching listeners throughout Lake County. We're your local connection to people, places, and happenings that make our communities very special. I'm your host, Marie Schrader, and I'm so glad you've joined us today. At the console, keeping us sounding our best, we have Danny Wind. Hi, Danny. Welcome. Good morning. Yes, and here's how the show works. Each episode, we welcome guests into the studio to talk about something related to Lake County, whether it's local history, community projects, small businesses, events, public services, or the people who help make this county thrive. This is your show, too. During the program, we're going to be taking your calls. You can phone in to ask questions of our guests or to share information about upcoming events happening anywhere in Lake County. If it's going on in your community, we want to hear about it. So settle in, turn up the volume, and get ready to discover Lakeport and beyond. Our call-in number is 707-263-3435. So before we get to our guest today, I'm going to go over some of the events that are coming up real soon. And I always start with Lakeport because that's kind of my focus. So let me just go through a few things here, and then we'll introduce our guests for today. So every Saturday, we have the farmers market happening every Tuesday. The farmers market at Library Park has started from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's tomorrow. Let's see, we have First Friday Fling this Friday at Visions Gallery. That's in the Silvera Community Center from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Brandon Eardley is going to be live at Harlow's Lounge on Friday as well, starting at 6 p.m. And this weekend is going to be the Clear Lake Seaplane Splash-In. Yeah, Danny's eyes just lit up. It's the Splash-In. There's a whole event on Saturday. Now, it goes from, I believe, the 4th is when the planes start coming in, and it goes, I think, until the 7th. But on the 6th, they're going to open up the Skylight Shores. They're going to have things for kids. I think they're going to have crafts and activities, and, of course, you can see the seaplanes. Anywhere near the shoreline, you'll be able to see the seaplanes taking off and landing. So go on down to to them. They're going to, on the 6th, it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. On the 6th, we have country music, Chad Bushnell at the Canoctai Vista Casino at 7 p.m. On Saturdays, we have the Farmers Market at the Mercantile from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Every Saturday, there's a hike at Rodman Preserve from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It doesn't last that long. You can just go there, and then they give you a guide that goes through there. So it's kind of that's kind of nice. But there's no dogs allowed, just FYI. Let's see, June 9th is a free movie at the Soparis. It's Play Misty for Me, and that starts at 6 p.m. June 11th is the second Thursday's Writer's Circle at Visions Gallery from 5 to 7 p.m. And I see I have that on there twice. That's always good. That's just extra reminder. June 12th. Oh, yeah. Guess what starts June 12th? Concerts in the park. At Library Park, our first one is June 12th. It's the Fargo's Brothers starting at 6:30, but get there early. And by the way, there's less shade this year than what there was last year. There was a major tree that had to come out. So make sure you get down there early to get good shade. Let's see, June 13th, the Mendel Lake Singers have an open house at New Life Church at 2 p.m. On June 13th, also, we have the Mark Weston Band at Harlow's Lounge at 6 p.m. And then at June 13th is the Skylark Shores Resort Car and Truck Show from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also on June 13th, the weekends are really packed here. We have Story Walk at Clear Lake State Park from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. June 13th is the Lake County Winefest at the Library Park from noon to 5 p.m., and we're going to be talking to those folks today. Also on June 13th at Lavender Moon, you can take swing dance lessons from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And one more, June 14th is Free National Park Day. Not that we have national parks anywhere near us, but it's good to know. So there you are. So those are the things that are on the calendar that you'll see printed all over Lakeport. But there's a lot more on the online calendar at discoverlakeportca.com. And before anybody calls and tells me, yes, I know I talk fast, and I know that I'm giving you a ton of information, but all of this information will also be on the website. It will also be on the Facebook page. I will make a massive post about it with all of the things that I'm talking about today, and with the copy of this show. So you can go back and look it up. If you're driving, you don't worry about, don't get in an accident or something.
Or just rewind.
Or just rewind. There you are. Exactly. So today I have folks from the Winefest. Here I have Chris Welsh, Mary Jo Velasquez, and Jerry Martinez here. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And they're all sharing a microphone, so they have to kind of make things go around. Okay, so tell us about Winefest coming up.
Well, Winefest is coming up June 13th. It's a yearly event. It's been put on for over 20 years.
Wow.
And it starts at noon and goes till 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
There's about a dozen or more amateur wine and beer makers. Mm-hmm. Along with about 25 or 30 arts, crafts, and food trucks and places to eat.
Uh-huh.
It's free to go to go through the whole event and shop at all the various arts and crafts. There's a fee for wine tasting. It's a one fee. Then all 12 plus wine and beers you can taste the afternoon through.
And you can buy tickets at the event for that?
You can buy tickets at the event. You can go on our site, which is lakecountywinefest.com, and there's a ticket link there. You can buy them ahead of time right now, slightly cheaper.
Oh, very good. There you go.
And Chamber of Commerce and Watershed Books are selling them.
Oh, very
Advance
good.
tickets.
Yes,
That's good to know. That's good to know. We like that Watershed Books is under no ownership now, and
Yes.
so they're open, and
Yay.
very, very happy to have them. The only independent bookseller in Lake County, I might add. So make sure you go to them. So this is a fundraiser, is that correct?
Excuse me, yes. It is a fundraiser for the Lake County Symphony.
Oh, very
and
good.
it's the biggest fundraiser for the Lake County Symphony.
Is that right?
Yes. It's,
And the community and youth orchestra.
Oh, that's right. You have both.
The
That's
youth
right.
orchestra.
That's right. And so are all of you musicians?
no.
No. I had to ask.
We're winemakers.
Oh, you're winemakers.
I only
Yes.
do one thing.
I always wondered about that because I knew that this group was connected with the symphony. So, how did this all get started?
I can do that. One of the very early supporters of the symphony, Con Murray, he went to a Winefest in Napa, and they had been trying to figure out how to raise money for the Lake County Symphony.
Right.
And he said, let's give it a shot. And what they used to do is they all made wine together, and then everybody would take it home and put a different label on it. We don't do that anymore. You can taste the club wine, which Jerry's the white winemaker and I'm the red winemaker.
Oh.
But Jerry also makes wine on his own, and I make wine on my own.
And I
Chris,
make wine on my own.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
So we're all pouring in our own booths, but someone is sharing the wine club's wine at a separate booth. So so it took off. It started down at Gwinnett, and then it used to be on Main Street in Kelseyville, and it got really, really hot in June. So
yes.
we moved to Library Park, and it's so pleasant.
Smart move.
Yes.
Very smart move. So you're the red winemaker?
Yes.
So what varietals do you have?
It depends the year to year. Basically, how it works is because we're supporting the symphony, we're a nonprofit. And when grape growers in Lake County can't sell some of their grapes, they give us a call, and we go out and pick the grapes and make the wine. One of the club members gives us about half of his barn, where we built a cold room, and we all make wine together. And then, so year to year it varies. Like, we've got our first GSM blend we've ever done this year.
What is a GSM blend?
Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre.
I've never heard of Mourvedre.
Yes, it's rather potent, so you don't put a lot in, but it makes a lovely complex wine. This was, the grapes were donated by Four Family because they had some extra. Beckstoffer had some extra that he gave us, and so that's sort of how it works year to year. Nellie Dorn donated Viognier grapes, Merlot grapes, Cabernet Sauvignon grapes, and Cabernet Franc grapes.
My goodness.
So we have a variety.
I should say so. So, and Jerry, you're the white winemaker, is that right?
Correct.
And so tell us about what varietals that you have.
Well, this year we made Sauvignon Blanc and the Riesling, as Mary Jo mentioned. We got some Viognier, which is the first time we've ever made that wine.
Really?
And I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you've been sampling. Of course.
Well, it's our job. We're the winemakers.
Yeah, we have to make sure it's perfect.
I'm so glad. And I'm sure our listeners are glad too that it's going to be perfect. That's right. And so then what do you do, Chris?
I'm the president.
Yeah.
So I try to help keep the whole organization organized. And there's a big process. Really, from after Winefest to the end of the year, through harvest, it's a making wine club. After that, it's a producing the fundraiser for the symphony club. Because we are, as Mary Jo said, we are part of the symphony. We are part of the fundraising arm of the symphony. We're not just a group that said, we'll give all our money to the symphony.
Right.
But we do.
You're a 501c3?
Yes.
Are you, yeah, nonprofit?
Yeah.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Excellent. So...
well, let me correct you there. The symphony is a 501c3.
Yes.
We are part of the symphony.
That's right. Yes. I knew that they were.
Yes.
The hierarchy there. So, when you're not making wine for the symphony, or what happens to your wine that you make? Because you make small batch wine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you? I'm sure you drink it, but
Well,
Give it to friends.
oh, there you go.
with wine, the white wine, you can drink about a year after you harvest it.
Right.
The red wine is a much more difficult thing. It's a more difficult wine to make. There's more steps to making it, and you don't want to drink it for 3 to 5 or 6 years.
My goodness.
So really, we bottle it after a year, which a lot of people bottle their reds after a year because they got to free up their storage.
Sure.
And then it sits there In my wine room, I just recently reorganized. I pulled out all my cases and I organized them so the ones that have to sit till 2029 are in the back, and the ones that have hope for the near future are in front.
So you're not tempted.
Yes. Well, you know, some people talk about drinking the wine much earlier, and I just cringe because it's not really good wine
It
yet.
needs to mature.
It needs
Yes.
to mature. It really does. It's there's a lot of steps to making good wine or great wine, but I think one of the biggest steps, which is underestimated, is maturing.
Yeah.
It really changes.
And patience.
Yes.
So you must have a place that, I mean, you need a cool environment in order to be able to do that.
Ideally.
Yes. Yeah. So you must have a place to do that.
Yeah, in the barn we have a cold room.
Oh, that's
We-
right. You
we
said you
keep
built
it
one.
at 60 degrees all year round, and that's where we store the wine and age it.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. I know I used to be associated with a gentleman who loved to go out to wineries and buy a lot of wine. And he actually rented a place that was like a storefront that they made into this giant cold room, and then they sectioned it off, and you could, like have a little locker in there,
Oh, good
kind of
idea.
thing, to store your excess wine. That was, I said, I would have never guessed that anybody would do that. But it's necessary.
Well, as Mary Jo said, we make the club wine, and then we're all making our own wine too.
Right.
So Mary Jo, I know, made a cold room a few years ago. I made one. Jerry.
I keep it in the crawl space, and it stays at a good temperature.
I had a friend who actually made a wine thing on the outside of his house and used the air from the crawl space to go up over the wine. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's really brilliant. And the days that I drank wine, I could see the advantage of that.
Yes.
So, that's wonderful. So, okay, so you said that you're going to be having vendors as well.
Right.
Who are some of your vendors? Do you know?
I didn't bring my list of the vendors, but I should have.
They're on you can check on our Facebook page.
On your Facebook
Yeah.
page?
Yes, they've been
all the vendors
been
that are-
posted there.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, and that Facebook page is.
Let me look it up. I'm ready with our Winefest page, but our
Yes.
Facebook page, let me look it
Well,
up.
we have a lot. We have a lot of people who are on Facebook, and I always encourage anybody who does anything in Lake County to make what you do into an event. So, for our listeners, one of the things that I do in order to put my calendars together is that I actually go through events and look for things that are happening in Lake County and in Lakeport in particular. And if you, one of the things that you can help out, for our listeners out there, you can help out our people who are doing events by just mark going. It doesn't matter if you're going or not, just mark going. Because when you do that, the algorithm in Facebook says, ooh, this is important. I think I'm going to make this even more available to
Right.
people. So you can do everyone a great favor by marking going to every event that you see that's in Lake County, and it'll help everybody out.
So
That's
our
nice.
Facebook address is Facebook/Wine for Music.
Wine for Music.
Yes.
Wow. Well, that's a great one. Okay.
Yes.
Wine for Music.
Because we support the
Yeah.
symphony.
Yeah.
Is that the number 4 or FOR?
Thank you, FOR.
Perfect.
Have to make sure we know that. Yes. So, okay, so I'm going to take just a little bit of a break here and tell you about other things that are happening around our community. Just so you know that starting today, as a matter of fact, up in Upper Lake, right next to the strawberry stand. I got to open this one up so I can read it better. It's an open air market with farm fresh fruits and vegetables, homemade good local crafts, secondhand finds, etc. And it's right next to the strawberry stand in Upper Lake off of Highway 20, and that starts today. So June 4th, there's another Thirsty Thursday up at Foltz Family Winery. On June 5th is Crackle Fest. And this is something by Country Air Properties. This is actually a multi-day event. On this coming Thursday, there's a meet and greet at the barbecue at the Skylark. at 6 p.m. On Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. they're going to be doing a poker run. So you can look that up. On June 6th from 5:30 to 9 p.m. is Cackle Fest, which is a 3 classic dragsters on display that are going to fire up twice during the event, 5:30 and 9 p.m. Flame, Smoke, and Rumble at the Lakeport Country Air parking lot right down here. It says bring earplugs. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I know exactly what.
Unless you've been listening to the Fargo Brothers.
Well, there you are. Friday at 6. They also have the unveiling of the Uncertain. I have no idea what that is. And then at 7 p.m. they're going to do the Main Street Cruise and raffle. So this is all happening on Friday. So and the Fargo Brothers are there at that event.
Watching and listening.
Oh, so make sure that you go and look up and go to Crackle Fest. Okay, that was something that did not make it onto the calendar, by the way. Let's see here. The first Friday of every month, there's a Kelseyville Artisan Market that's happening on Main Street between 2nd and 3rd Streets, where there's going to be vendors, live music, and food. And then up in Middletown on Friday nights from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., there is a Middletown Community Market. So if you're up in that area, stop by there. That's always really nice. And have you seen Disney's new place down there?
Yes.
Their grand opening is on June 6th from 12:30 to 3:30, so just stop on by down there. It's really beautiful.
The
and they're
even
doing a great
more,
job.
I think, surprising thing that I wasn't expecting was the boats all moored off
know.
of the
Offshore.
shore,
Yes.
and I was like, oh yeah, you have that at the outside the yacht club
Yes.
in downtown Lakeport, but
Yes.
I was like, oh, driving on Lakeshore it was one of those stormy days and
Yeah.
see all the boats bobbing around.
You can tell how many people are out on the lake that are renting boats by just how many
How many
are
are out.
empty.
Yeah.
So, and it was all empty on Memorial Day weekend, so that was good. On June 6th, there's a free adoption day up at the Lake County Animal Control on Hellbush, Drive in Lakeport. Let's see here. Music on the Lake starts at Canocte Vista Casino on it's already started, but on June 6th, we already did that one, and Chad Bushnell is going to be there for that one. June 6th, up in Upper Lake. They're doing summer days, which is vendors, live music, and street food from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're doing a parade is at 10 a.m. Yay, Upper Lake.
Upper Lake has a beautiful downtown.
They do. They have a classic old
Yes.
style downtown.
Lakeport, Upper Lake, Kelseyville
Yep.
really have those bones.
Really wonderful. Yes, exactly. Let's see. June 7th, Boathouse has got music on the lake. So, and then on June 10th, Smiling Dogs has music as well. June 10th is also a vaccine clinic for your pets. That is over. Let's see, where are they doing this? On Hellbush at the Lake County Animal Control. So that is a vaccine clinic. So go on over there. It's on a first come first served basis. Let's see, and then concerts in the park. Oh, lots of June things happening with regards to. There's a June Jubilee down. Safe RX Lake County is going to present it down at Austin Park in Clear Lake from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on June 13th. And then Nice has a night out resource fair that is happening June 13th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Nice Event Center. So those are all things that are coming up here. And of course, we, right after that is Winefest on Saturday, so I see that you're going to be having wine barrel raffles. Tell us about the raffles that are happening.
There's 2 raffles. There's a white raffle and a red raffle.
Of course.
And the raffle tickets, you buy raffle tickets, which is one or 3 or 5.
Okay.
And then there's a raffle. The raffle takes place, the white raffle takes place at 2 o'clock, and up for the raffle is 2 cases, 24 bottles of Lake County wine.
Lake County.
All Lake County wine.
Real Lake County wine.
Yeah, real Lake. Commercial. We can't sell our wine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is actual commercial wine.
It's all commercial wine.
Oh, very good.
From
Very good.
Can I mention places?
Yes.
Okay, from like Six Sigma
Yeah.
and
Four Family.
Yeah, Four Family in
Chase Water.
Smiling Dogs.
Yes.
Cache Creek.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you get 2 cases of that wine when you win that raffle ticket, and then people start buying the red raffle tickets. And at 4:00, we pull the red raffle ticket, and there's another 2 cases of Lake County wine given away.
Very good. Very
Now,
good.
at the same time, all day long, we have a canopy with silent auction, and there's a lot of donations from vendors and from various people that are auctioned off. And
Nice.
at the end of the day, those different people who sign up and the winning bidder gets those things.
Sure. Oh,
Yep.
that sounds. And do you have to be present to win?
You do have to be present to win yes, on the raffles.
That's why we do
absolutely.
the 2 times.
Yeah,
Got
because
it.
it was taking
you don't
too
have
long.
to hang out 4 hours.
That's
Yeah.
great. Oh yeah, good idea. Good idea.
But if you're hanging out, there's live music from Vicky and the Sugar Cats
Oh, yeah.
okay.
from
Yeah.
noon to 3:30.
And what kind of music do they have?
Rock and rollish.
Rock and rollish. Oh, very
Yeah.
good. Okay.
That sounds like a rock and roll band.
Yeah, just had to check that out there, kind of thing. So, oh my goodness, that's great. So now I see that it says People Choice Awards. Tell us about People Choice Awards.
Oh,
You want to hear
there's
that?
after you buy your ticket to taste the wine and the beer, you can vote on your favorite white wine, red wine. There are different categories of beer. I'm not a beer drinker, so there's like a pale ale. So there's different categories of beer. And you can vote for the best wine label or the best decorated wine booth.
Oh, very good. Very
And
good.
so then they're tabulated and they're awarded towards the end of the Winefest. So you still have time to go back around and taste what the best red was and what the best white was.
Well, and talking about getting a chance to taste, we have blind tasting that takes place the day before Winefest. And the first thing of Winefest, those different entries and who won and who's first and second are announced, and those wines are served by those members, so you can
Very good.
zip to their tents and get their canopies and
It's
get
the Friday night.
Yeah.
Blind judging is by professionals.
Oh, who's doing the judging? Do you know?
Let's see now. We have Scott Simcover from Smiling Dogs,
Okay.
Joy Marilise, who was the winemaker forever at Shannon. Now she's got a bigger job. And let's see now. Cinnamon, who used to own Wine in the Willows.
Oh, Sin and Van.
Yes.
Yes.
And, the Rosenfelds.
Roosevelt.
So we've got our vineyards.
Oh, yes. Our vineyards. Oh,
Yeah,
very good.
Monica and Dave.
Monica. Oh, good.
And Dave will be judging too.
Oh, how fun is that?
So
That's
then,
great.
then you can come the next day and taste whatever won ribbons.
Very good.
and you'll know
Very-
first thing in the morning at noon, right when Winefest opens. It opens with those announcements.
Oh, very nice.
And then we all display our ribbons if we're lucky enough to get in.
Yay. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So now, do any of you participate in any larger wine competitions
Oh, yeah.
out of county?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
state fair.
Oh, really?
And Chris, you're looking at
Ta-da.
winemaker of 2 gold
What?
medals.
Two gold and a silver. Yes.
Really? At the
Yes.
state fair?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
very good.
we were just down there. They had a for people who got gold. Oh, I don't know if it's any level or gold and silver. They had about 50 booths, stations set up, and all these people came in and tasted wines, and we were serving 2 of our 2 gold medal wines, and we went and tasted some other people's wines.
Oh,
It's
very,
great.
Do
very
you think
good.
our delicious volcanic soils have something to do with that?
It's said to, yeah.
And the other thing that the difference between daytime temperature and nighttime temperature, that big variation we get makes the
Okay.
skins nice and thick, and all the flavor and color of red wine is in the skins. If you look at the juice when we first press it, it looks like white wine juice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then it sits on the skins for a week and extracts all that
Oh, yeah.
color and flavor. So
I will-
that's why Lake County wines are so wonderful.
Yeah.
Is that day to night shift in temperature
I will-
and UV.
I will never forget going. I was up Humboldt County way and stopped in at a friend's, and it was at a wine, and we went to a local winery who they knew the winemaker there and that sort of thing. And so we were there, and they said, "Oh, hey, we have some fresh squeezed stuff. Do you want to taste it?" And so I tasted it, and I went, "Well, this is grape juice. You know, and oh yeah,
Really sweet.
it starts out as grape juice.
Yeah.
Ferments, but it was it was very rough, so there was a lot of like pulp in it and that kind of thing. But it was like it amazes me how so I said, well, okay, so that's what it tastes like now. Now, what's it going to taste like when it's done? So they gave me, not of course that one, but the previous
Right.
year's
Right,
kind of stuff.
closest, yeah.
It was that was rather interesting. So, things you'll learn.
Yeah, the change from the fresh grapes before the fermentation and after it's aged, what a difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. It's like Nebbiolo.
Yeah.
If you look at it when it's fermenting, it actually looks like Fruit Loops. Pink.
Yeah,
Fruit
really?
Loop it looks like
Very
Fruit Loops.
strange.
It's
It
strange.
looks different than any other red wine. We get
Yeah.
some Nebbiolo in it.
Yeah.
When you look at it, you say that's never going to be wine. There's something wrong.
And that's one of those wines that needs to age
Oh,
a long time. I
Right.
mean, 8-10 years to get
Yeah.
before it gets really good.
I used to enjoy up at Olaf, her wine, and I used to love the Nebbiolo up there. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So that's very interesting. So when the crush is on, and then you put it through all the processes and that kind of stuff, and then how long does it sit with the skins and that sort of thing?
Until all the sugar's been converted to alcohol.
Oh,
So we
wow.
test it. We have equipment to test it, and when it's done, then we press it. And in our we've tried barrels. We're not good at barrels, so we have bought some variable volume stainless tanks.
Oh, okay.
And then for the oak, we put oak staves in.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's still exposed to oak, but it's just keeping a barrel, because you have to top it off constantly.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody lives there to check it. So a lot of oopsies happened.
Yes, I actually, because I do the Christmas trees on Main Street program out here, and they're on half wine barrels, and so I get the wine barrels from we've gotten them from Six Sigma in the past, and so I have them in my yard all summer long, watering wine barrels.
Yep.
Never in my life did I think I would have to water wine barrels, but you do, and it was very interesting.
because it's one of the hard things with dealing with barrels is one, the volume. That's a lot of wine
60
for us.
gallons.
Yes.
60, yeah, that's a lot of wine for us. And then when the wine's not in it, you have to keep watering it, or it,
Yep.
it shrinks and everything opens up, and you'll pour stuff in there, it'll all come
It
out.
just comes out,
So
yeah.
it's a lot of maintenance.
I understand.
But as Mary Jo was saying, when we first get the red white grapes and we distem them, then they're fermented in fermenters for a week or two. It depends upon how hot it is outside, what the bricks were when we picked it,
Sugar level.
and during that time, we have a list from the crew, from the whole wine club, and somebody has to come in the morning. All the grapes early on, all the grapes float by the end of 12 hours. Most of them float.
Oh, wow.
So somebody's got to come in with a punch down device and just punch them down, all of them, and go around. And then somebody's got to come in the afternoon, and then they get tested periodically. And when they get to the right place, then we crush them.
Then you crush them. Wow.
And the policy is that the symphony gets whatever they want of the grape, the wine, and then whatever's left we distribute based on how hard you've worked on making the wine.
It's like a co-op.
Participation is everything.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I know. I actually got to participate one time in bottling of some, someone's personal stash of wine that they had, that kind of thing. That was fascinating. We were in this because he had everything under his house, again, in
Right.
the cool area, and it was very cramped. And try to do bottling in a really cramped area.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, it was an experience. I did not do it the second year, so that was.
Well, in talking about personal wine, a number of us that are in the club, there's different, and we almost did this. We moved up here in 2017 when we were looking for a place. Oh, wow, this place has got 100 vines off the side. That's part of the property. We can make wine. And we were making some wine in L.A., and finally my wife and I looked at each other and said, we're not farmers. And But there's people who buy those places, and then a year or two in, they go, "Wow, this is a lot more work than I'm willing to do, and a lot harder than I'm willing to do." Not that it's rocket science, but it's a lot of work.
Yes.
And so they will contact somebody who then contacts somebody else, and ultimately it works its way maybe to us, and then we, as individuals in the club, not as a club exercise, but as individuals, will take over their little vineyard and keep it pruned and trimmed and beautiful, so when they look out their window, it looks great. And we'll take all the grapes.
Yeah,
and
we take
they'll
the
get
grapes.
They'll get a case of wine or two.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break here and remind our listeners that this Saturday is the next pickup for the countywide food donation program that we have going on called Simple Gesture. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, we donate.
Oh, yay, yay. So there is, there's a chapter in every single zip code in Lake County. We're the first county to do that, by the way. And so this Saturday starting at 9 a.m. and we're usually done by noon, many drivers are going to be out in the community picking up your bags that you're going to leave out on your front doorstep. And if you're not signed up for the program, it's not too late to do that. You can go to joinsg.org and put your zip code in. It'll bring up the chapter that you're in, and just put the information in, and you can put out non-perishable items in your bag, and then when we pick it up, we will leave you one of our reusable bags so that you can participate with that the next time. So that is this Saturday on June 6th.
Yep,
so
first Saturday of the month.
first, unless it's a holiday, which 4th of July is.
Oh, that's right.
So we won't do it on the 4th of July.
Wise.
We also will not be doing in September. We'll not be doing it on Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend, because that's not good either. We learned that one the hard way. So, so there are some exceptions to that, but generally speaking, that is exactly it. So on June 13th, there is a summer camp that Edmo is putting on, and the program dates are from June 22nd to July 31st, and you have various different camp locations: KES, the Riv, and MVMS. I think that's Mountain View Middle School.
Mountain Vista.
Mountain Vista.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And there's all kinds of things that they're doing on their science, technology, engineering, arts, math, those types of things, with lots of fun things happening. So that's a really good program. Now, this is very interesting, but they're down for teens 12 and over down in Clear Lake. They're doing a CSI forensic camp. That's going to be happening June 15th to 18th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hey, so go ahead, and there'll be information on the website for that. There's also, we're in camp time. Basketball camp